Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last episode, we lost Davis, which was really quite sad. We also got a lot of revelations about Sarge. Come to find out, when Phil shut the fear dimension, his DNA mixed with this non-corporeal being from another dimension. And so he's just kind of immaculately created, but also like is inherently Phil. Those memories he has are the memories of our Phils. So I hope those come back to him more and more. But you know, he is also this other thing, this other person, Patrick Keat or Patty. I don't know. But S.H.I.E.L.D. is like trying to appeal to that part of him, but he didn't go for it, which is great. So she took off with Yo-Yo, who also is bringing Mac along. And I don't know what we do now. But I talked myself into this as I was talking at the end of last episode. If they could do some kind of like Tahiti kind of, this is how we bring this character back, why not do it again in a new fun way? I don't know. I mean, I could see with people like thinking it lessens the impact of his death. But I don't know. He's the main character. I want him to be in the last 2 seasons. So if this is the way they're going to do it, fine by me. But yeah, now what? We don't have that many episodes left to go. From the Ashes is the name of this episode, and I'm curious to see how people are going to start treating this version of Phil, because you know, for the most part, they really didn't have anything to do with him after he did what he did in the battle that they had. So now that they know that he is truly Phil plus some extra, you know, baggage, I wonder if they're going to be a little bit more understanding, or trying to like bring him into the fold more. I mean, he's still accountable for everything that happened, but I don't know. There's a lot there to kind of rummage through and find who that guy really is, because he's, you know, finding out for himself for the first time. So this is going to be interesting how they kind of keep going with this. But from the ashes, obviously a phoenix rising from the ashes. Is this Phil kind of like rising from his proverbial ashes? Or does it have anything to do with what S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to cook up now? We also still have that lingering issue with the Chromicons and what they're going to do to Fitzsimmons. So there's still a lot on the table and not a lot of episodes to kind of sort it all out. So let's get back into it.
We don't know anything about these temples. The only one that would know is Benson.
Benson?
Well, that's a name I haven't heard before.
Shit. Oh, she really played that well.
Do you believe what she said? That his body's being inhabited by some being?
We've seen it before with Robbie Reyes.
I hope May studied the footage before she went in there, because she'll have to pry the truth out of there.
Come back to us.
He's been hiding it.
S.H.I.E.L.D. told Sarge that his memories of loss, of family...
Heard all about it.
That's the part May watched over and over. She thinks he's remembering us.
You said that they all felt real.
What's real is the time I spent chasing S.H.I.E.L.D. across the galaxy with my crew as myself.
Trying to get revenge for something that never happened.
It's not like the lies you tell yourself are any more true.
Hey.
You want me to be someone I'm not.
I never said that.
You didn't have to.
I said
I
it.
recognized you, yes. If you have his
You know
memories,
you
can
saw her.
feel what he felt. I'm hoping that you will...
Not the cure for your loneliness.
Hey! She might be your cure. Damn, dude. You powerful.
You're hoping Coulson's in there somewhere.
Fitz says Sarge
course.
might have been created from him, and S.H.I.E.L.D. basically confirmed
We don't know
it.
how he was
She's a-
created. Our
she
fears
flipped it.
manifested in
He
ways
was afraid to die, and I was afraid of losing him, weren't you?
She said that there's another thing inside of him that could defeat her.
You want to force it out of him? Go ahead. But if it backfires, it's on you. We have
Oh,
enough to worry about with Mac and Yo-Yo MIA.
Well, I've narrowed it down to 3 possible sites, but my money is on the one at the intersection of 2 ley lines. It would prove Keller right once again.
that wasn't Keller.
I'll make sure
That was
to
the
tell
other
him
guy
he's
that got killed.
I think it best we play this close to the vest until we're sure.
Good job, Benson.
Of course. And you can just show me the coordinates on a map.
Yes, I'm glad he caught that.
If you've made up your mind.
Leave him alone. No! Damn.
I won't give you anything.
You believe that now, but will you feel the same when death is closing in?
I've already lost everything that matters. Death doesn't scare me.
Maybe it doesn't, but there must be something you fear.
What?
If you're here for another walk down memory lane like Agent May, I'm not interested.
Forget what May said. The other thing inside of you. It's getting stronger. The healing and now this.
I didn't really want to talk about either
S.H.I.E.L.D.
of these things in
thinks that
him.
you're like her. Are you?
No. May said I was like a father to you. You got some daddy issues?
You are nothing to
Careful.
me. Do you understand? You are nothing. So if you think that this manipulative crap is going to work on me, you're wasting your time. We need to find something right now because I'm not getting anywhere with this thing that's downstairs.
Maybe because you don't want to listen to what he has to say.
What?
There was a reason you rushed off to space last year.
I went with you to find Fitz.
We both know it wasn't just that. You have a pattern.
I'm fine.
I was recently reminded that it doesn't do any good to keep things bottled up. All I'm saying is, if you need us, we are here.
If we want whatever this is to work, you've got to be willing to put me in danger, Mac. This whole thing...
My decision to come along was just tactical.
Tactical.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is it gonna be his husband? This is gonna be bad.
Thomas, how did I get here? I thought I'd never see you again.
He left you a note and you've never read it? Oh no!
The memories. I always felt them, but they started coming into focus when I was lying on that table. I can see them for what they are now.
And one of the people that you can see more clearly is me.
It doesn't mean anything.
It does, it means everything!
You were right. I'm nothing.
I think you are something.
Oh. Crazy, what the fuck?
I want to see it come out.
Oh! What, is it gonna get stronger and stronger the more he dies?
I finally read the letter that Coulson left me, and it's even more clear now that this is not him.
So you decided to snap his neck.
What if he doesn't wake up?
It's growing.
I heard every word that you said.
Oh.
It's alive, Benson!
Don't listen to it! It's not real! I heard you say goodbye.
This is not real, right? This is just a
You were so
false
close I could smell the
creation
liquor on your breath.
from his memories. This is so fucked up by Zell.
What do you want to know?
She's trying to wake up what's inside him. She thinks it knows about S.H.I.E.L.D.
No,
I mean,
bad
it
idea.
does.
Bad idea. The last thing that we need is another alien demon thingy running around the base.
Well, this is different.
Remember anything new after your second trip to the great beyond?
Get out of my way.
What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D? Just let it out.
I need to find...
You are not going anywhere. Show me what you are.
Careful what you ask for. Jeez. No, don't kill I.S.H.I.E.L.D, please. But, like, he doesn't... Does that right...
Hey, what exactly is your plan here?
Does he love
Either he
I.S.H.I.E.L.D?
tells
Like,
us what he
the
knows
one
about I.S.H.I.E.L.D,
trapped in it?
or we find out if a sword can actually kill someone like him.
What if there's
Daisy!
still a way to save what's left of Coulson?
Coulson died a year ago. I'm done pretending like that didn't happen.
It wasn't just tactical. Me being here.
I know. I would have come for you too.
We all know.
You need this?
Be ready, Doctor.
Whoa!
Did you really think that would work?
Worked well enough.
He already told me where to find my temple.
Yeah. And now he'll tell my team.
We'll need hosts
Hey, there
for
we
when
go.
the gateway is open. Let them come.
You looking for this?
You wanted to wake me up? I'm awake. This is what I am.
So I was right. You and I.S.H.I.E.L.D are the same. Both monsters.
Call me
No.
what you want. Go ahead. It'll be easier than doing it myself. Come on, what are you waiting for? Do it! Kill me, Sky!
Guy?
If it works on me, it'll work on her. It's all coming back to me. The memories, the pain, her song ringing through every bone in my body.
What memories?
It's too late
All
for
of
that.
them.
I'll lose control. I
He
could
called
kill
you
everyone
Sky!
here. End it!
You were gonna sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, he's not I.S.H.I.E.L.D. At all.
That's what Coulson would have done.
Oh my god. It does kind of feel like we got Coulson back. Ah!
What is she doing?
Making her dreams come true.
Resonant frequencies. That's how her powers work.
Just like the monoliths.
And we could build a prototype in a couple of hours once we have a design. Let's get started.
Oh, he finally proved himself.
All Coulson wanted was for us to take care of each other.
So we gotta take care of him too. Ah.
And I think if we do that for Sarge, that he'll do the same for us.
Our worst fears have nothing to do with you or the damn monoliths. It has to do with losing the people we love.
And we've already faced that fear.
You're not going to get any help from us.
Then who's that?
Flynn.
How did I get here?
Whoa! I did not expect to see him again.
I see no flaw in our current plan.
That is because you are the flaw.
Oh. Excuse me. It's a coup.
You have your new targets.
New target. Right. Well, okay. So we have a plan, I guess, or we're on the same side with Sarge. It was so interesting to see the different sides that Daisy and May took. But ultimately, Daisy got to where May is. But also, I think we maybe needed her to do what she did, because killing him again awoken more in him. Not only out of, what's his name? Pat. I'm just going to call him Patty. Patrickit or whatever it is. Woke up his power and, you know, I think some of his memory, but he woke up a lot of Coulson too, or she woke up a lot of Coulson. So I think, you know, I think we got there, and I think we got where we needed to be. But I love to see that. I mean, I don't love it that Daisy was, you know, kind of avoiding everything and, you know, following her old patterns. But I love to see that she read the note, and it didn't exactly come to the conclusion that Phil is in Sarge, but it got her to the point where she could see that finally. And that was powerful. That was a very powerful moment to have him call her Sky, to know that he really is in there. I mean, as a memory, as an echo, I don't know how you kind of convince yourself that this is exactly Phil, a version of Phil. I mean, how you think of it, I think could vary person to person, but it's enough to want to have him around and see the vulnerabilities inside of him, him wanting to not be alone, those feelings of rage and everything, of anger, of losing his family, that didn't go away because that was based on his feelings for these people that he is now surrounded by. And if he thought that they didn't care about him, he was like, take me out. But they saw it in him, and I think that gave him the drive to go after S.H.I.E.L.D. And I don't really understand the relationship between S.H.I.E.L.D. and Patrick, whatever. He's definitely not on her side. I was confused on whether or not that was based off of Sarge's rage, or if it's just they just have different philosophies, he doesn't think they should come here, or what really. But he's got the sword, so I'm assuming he's gonna go and help us. Hopefully she can't appeal to anything in him that we're not aware of, but I'm sure there are more kind of obstacles that we have to get past. But I hope he just is able to kill her. She's going to recreate the monolith. I also don't know how that works, because the way she recreated Benson's husband, is that a full, a true recreation in the way that this Sarge recreation happened? Because I thought that was because they literally had his DNA that they were pulling from, and his body, his memories, versus her doing that and pulling it out of Benson's memories. That is what seems like an echo. Sarge and Coulson, that seems a little bit more substancy. I don't know. Will it matter when it comes to the monoliths? I don't know, but she's certainly on her way. That Dialis really came through for her, but she still needs the monolith. It's not enough. It was great to see Benson again. I figured he'd come back around, but it was sad to see him kind of processing his response. I still don't is he responsible? Is that him blaming himself? And is that him making him more responsible than he actually was? I don't know how to fully take that, but that was really hard to see, and he played that really well. The actor did great there. But Yo-Yo and Mac did a really good job of getting him back to us, so they know where we're going. But she's saying bring it on, because they need vessels or whatever it is they're doing. I guess it'll be for the people who come through to get into. We don't want that to happen, but we do need them to come and stop this from happening. So Benson getting free allows us to do that. I also have a clearer idea after this episode of what exactly S.H.I.E.L.D. can do. She doesn't have to go into bodies, she just can. So any kind of ideas I had about Yo-Yo maybe being more of a permanent body for her, and maybe that changing things, that's not really what happened. It was just Mac wanting to be there for Yo-Yo. And also tactically it did give her another body for them to play off of, and they were able to accomplish something. Unfortunately, they were able to also get Benson's get the mention of Benson out of of Yo-Yo. So, you win some, you lose some. But I think they're going to be in a good place. I'm glad that they're working together so well and seemingly back together. And yeah, I'm excited about this Coulson. I said in the episode that like it did feel like him being back for the first time, even though last episode is kind of when we started to really understand that this is Coulson in a lot of ways. This episode made me feel it because we got to see it in him, really. Not him just kind of like getting his memories and just kind of being inundated by it. He was like remembering, and he knew her, and you see him processing that, and it felt like seeing Coulson again for the first time. So that was special. And I'm so happy about it, and I hope that Patrick kid or whatever can go back with his peoples to that inhospitable place. Sorry about it, guy. But and that Coulson can just be himself. And I don't know if they'll keep calling him Sarge. Like, I don't know how we'll bridge the gap there, if we'll kind of just accept him as Coulson back from the dead or not. I don't really care either way. It just felt really good to see him in this way, in whatever way it means. Like, it's really like a philosophical idea of like, it's kind of like the conversation that Vision has with White Vision about the ship of Theseus. Like, if you take like the pieces and move them to another place, like, is it the same thing? It's definitely not, but it's close enough for me. And I don't know, it just made me happy to see him. And Sky's not her name, but just the fact that he knew that, and like that really got to her, and him like begging to be killed, like the humanity that you see in him, and it's not just like Coulson's humanity, it's just someone's humanity. Like, that was enough for her to realize that she doesn't want him to die, like, because she didn't see humanity in him at all after the shit he pulled. I mean, I kind of always did, even though I was pissed with what he did. But it was harder for her because she was trying so hard to keep that wall up and not want any hope when it came to getting any kind of Coulson back. So I definitely understand where she was coming from. I'm just glad that we got to the place that we got to. So I'm excited. Obviously, we're kind of getting to a dire place because we're heading to where she wants us to head, but we've got a fighting chance. We definitely do. She did say that what's inside Sarge can kill her. So we're banking on that. But at the same time, she's wanting us to come. So we just have to stop her before she can recreate these monoliths. I don't know. I just don't know about all this recreation. It's a lot. And as far as everything that kind of like popped off at the end there, seeing Flint, like, how is he here? What is he here for? Like, obviously we know he's supposed to be like this great important figure, but I thought that was for the world that we kind of left behind. What is he doing here now, and what does that mean for us? But I love to see him. I loved Flint. I thought he was a great character, and I kind of expected him to become Yo-Yo and Mac's surrogate kid, and that didn't happen. So maybe that could still be on the table now that he's here. But what does it mean that he's here? And then the Chromicon stuff. What is her name? Kara? She got killed because she wanted to, do this whole let's turn back the hands of time. And they're like, well, let's shore up this new version of Chronocopia. What is it called? What's the number 3? We want to do that. And they killed her for it. And the list of people they want to kill, like, what is that? Does that include Enoch? Does that include like any of our people, Fitz and Simmons? Like, I'm kind of unclear on what they want or what that was all about. But I don't know. It's maybe this is kind of what's being set up for next season, because I do feel like we're gonna have to wrap up this whole S.H.I.E.L.D stuff. I mean, is this stuff all gonna happen at the same time? I don't know, but I really have not known what the Chromacon stuff was going to this whole season. So whatever happens there, I'm gonna be very surprised. I think things are starting to fit back into place. This season has definitely felt kind of odd, but I think it's just the nature of the beast. Like, it was gonna feel odd when you kill your main character. So I think this episode is the homiest it has felt. Everything has been just kind of like off center, but this felt a little bit more in place for the first time, and it felt nice. I really liked it. So yeah, 2 more episodes, very exciting. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.